Hello, welcome to Emit English. Thank you so much for attending our advanced English class tonight. In our advanced English class, we speak at a normal pace, so I'm not going to speak slowly. And if we work on phonetica, it's usually just to remind people, or because if the person that we're having a conversation with has an accent or something like that, then we can um, work with you on your accent. Of course, you can also use our tutoring services on emitenglish.com, and that's a great way to get the benefit of a regular English class for a lot less, okay? We have different plans, and we have micro tutoring, and we have regular tutoring that is available in addition to our free classes. You can do free classes and you can get better and better and better by regularly doing free classes. Uh, so with our, of course, as an advanced student, since this is for advanced students, um, you want to consider tutoring. If micro tutoring is really good, if you know, I want to practice this thing, then it will save you lots of money. And if you want to do direct tutoring with me or any of our other teachers, then you can sign up, and of course we can work with you. But our free classes are free, and you get to practice your English here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, good. Of course, it is good to give you my time, Caroline. I like to do this. Teaching and teaching English are some of my favorite things. When I was in university, uh, my English professors wanted me to switch to being an English major, but I decided not to. I stayed in other things. And now I teach English, so it's kind of funny. Hola, Gabriel. Buenas noches. Good evening. In English, the greeting for buenas noches is good evening. Okay? Now we could say good night, but we would not. We only use good night. Good night. This always is goodbye. It's the same as goodbye, or it means bedtime. Okay, so good evening is the same as buenas noches. All right. Let's see, we don't need this. So, in the intermediate class, what we were learning about was using the verb do. We did a lot of things with do, did, and doing. Uh, and we started to learn this phrase, doing it all wrong, okay? But we didn't talk too much about that. In the Peppa Pig video, every one of our lessons is connected to a Peppa Pig video. We use the Peppa Pig video just for the sentences and the vocabulary, okay? And oh, okay, Evelyn, please say good evening, teacher. Good evening. Good evening, Evelyn. Okay? Unless you are saying goodbye. If you are saying goodbye, then you can say good night. Okay, so we use Peppa Pig videos um, for the vocabulary. That way you can watch the video to practice listening and hearing how native English speakers use the class. Katya, the topic today is going to be um, using the verb do in question and answer, but we're going to fill it out. So in our intermediate class, it is like we make the skeleton, okay? So let me give you an example. Um, I will not try to be good at drawing, okay? But I want to give you an example of what the differences are between our classes, okay? So, let's see. I want to draw. What button do I need to press to draw? Maybe a pencil? Okay. And then undo. So let's use blue today. And when we do our beginner class, it's kind of like we make a head, okay? And we make a hand, and we make a hand, and we make a foot, and we make a foot, okay? And then when we do our intermediate class, it's kind of like we make the legs and the body and the arms. And this is your intermediate student in a language, okay? So I am kind of like this in Spanish, okay? I am a little bit like that in Spanish. This is an intermediate student. But of course, when we become an advanced student, we need to add all of the rest of the body, okay? So we're going to just add the rest of the body and make it more like a real person. This is the important thing to do when we're an advanced student, okay? We're going to just keep adding more and more things, maybe even some hair, ears, and our English is just going to get better and better. Fingers. This is just an example of what we're doing, okay? So, these in the lesson, these question and answers are like the bones, okay? They're like the bones. Yes, Carolina, I'm glad that you like my picture. I actually can draw, okay. Maybe sometime I'll show you a picture. Well, I could show you. When I draw with not a computer, I can draw better than that. Let me see. I do like to draw some. Let's see. Here, one of my favorite drawings. Here is a little girl. Let me, in order to do this, I need to be able to show you. Okay. The color is not from this. The color is from a unicorn that I drew for my daughter. But I accidentally got the color on my little friend's face. This is a little girl that I taught English to in this is a little girl that I taught English to when I lived in Thailand, in Thailandia. Okay? So this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing in the advanced class. And don't say. So this is a skeleton. These are the bones. So the intermediate class is the bones. Okay? The bones of a language are question and answer. But then in the advanced class, we're going to add all the natural English. And that adds the flesh, the meat. We say in English, putting meat on the bones. Okay? All right. Let me see. Oh, there is an alarm. I don't know if you can hear that on the video or not. But I guess somebody's car alarm is going off. Okay. It is not in my house. All right, so in English, for instance, we would never ask somebody, do you swim? We would ask somebody, can you swim? But we were practicing do, okay? But we would use do you like swimming? Okay? And then we would answer, yes, I like swimming, but we usually answer, if we're going to have an advanced answer, we're going to add more information, okay? So I might ask you, do you like swimming? And in an advanced answer, you would say, yes, I like swimming in the ocean. I don't like swimming in pools very much. The ocean is more exciting, and I love being at the beach. Do you like swimming? Okay, so this is natural English, okay? So now we have a real conversation, and we're still going to keep the skeleton. You can see, like, we still have the skeleton, but we add prepositions to add more information. This is a preposition that tells place in the ocean. I don't like swimming. We still have this. I don't like. If you watched the intermediate class, you know that we talked about negative answers, okay? And we learned the skeleton, the bones for negative answers. And then we start saying why, okay? It's very important. In English, we usually tell why. Why did we give that answer? And then in a conversation, we almost always ask a reciprocal question, okay? Um, in English, usually person one asks, okay? And then person two answers and then asks. And this is how conversation kind of goes. It's not so much like this. Person one asks, person two answers, person one asks, person two answers. Hmm, this is not usually how it goes. Usually person one asks and then person two answers and then asks reciprocally. Reciprocally means you ask the same question. Okay? Do you like swimming? And it ends, do you like swimming? And a very natural way, how about you? Do you like swimming? Let's add that. How about you? Ah, very good, Caroline. That was one of our expressions from the lesson. To know how to do it. Okay? In our intermediate class, we learned about this expression, know how to do. Cómo hacer. Very good. Very good. But don't forget to ask the question, okay? So you could ask, there are two questions that you could probably ask, Caroline. You could say, do you like swimming? That's option A. But option B would be, do you know how to swim? Okay, that is still a question. So person two answers and then asks a follow-up question. Do you know how to swim? Because you brought up knowing how to, then you can ask, do you know how to? Very natural English. I will answer. I do know how to swim. When I was in high school, I was on the swim team. I like swimming a lot, and I used to be a strong and fast swimmer. Why haven't you learned how to swim? Okay? Try to answer that, Carlina. What is our talk? What is our talks? I don't understand the question, Evelyn. But if you write in Spanish, I might be able to understand it. Comparte el documento. Documento, words. I don't understand. No entiendo, Katia. I don't understand. I'll just ask the whole class, do you know how to swim? Everybody write your answer. Do you know how to swim? Evelyn, if you don't understand, do you know how to swim is, how would I say that in Spanish? Um, sabe cómo nadar. ¿Sabe cómo nadar? I didn't learn to do it when I was a kid, and now it scares me. Oh, that is very true. Hmm. Things I did not learn when I was a kid sometimes scare me too. Very good. And that is good. Carolina, you are an advanced student. Very good job. Okay. All right. Well, let's go down to this was a do you like question. And now let's talk about the word with, okay? With. So you can use with for when we're together with people, or you can, oh, can I share the document? Oh, I did share the document in our Discord, okay? If you join our Discord, let's see, copy, download Discord, the program, and then this is the invite to join our Discord channel, okay? And in our Discord channel, under here, I have the document. Do you see it? Now maybe I can share the document also through WhatsApp. Um, let me see if I can do that. I'll try to do that. Document. Oops. Okay, I did it to the wrong spot. Free classes. Attach. Document. Okay, here's the document. Did you all receive the document? Now Discord, if you join the Discord channel, then you see you can come in the Discord channel. Here you can see some of my students from the past. Here's Caroline. She's not online, okay? And if you join the Discord channel, then over here, once you're in the channel, you can click on different things. In general, we can have a conversation. And here I made a spot for homework, okay? And for help. And I'm going to upload other homework things from time to time. When I have time, I will make some homework things or ask a question here, and you can answer the question with writing to practice your English. All right. Now, is there anybody who wants to join? It will be better If we have a student in class, it will be much easier to practice this. Okay, I'll move that out of the way. Okay, so let's go back to with. Do you eat with a fork? That's very easy, okay? But how about this? Do you know how to draw? What do you guys think? Do any of you know how to draw? Do you know how to draw? With is a lot like cone, but it is a little different, okay? Because I don't think you can always use with. How do you say, yo uso un tenedor para comer? I don't know how to say this, but do you ever use con? Can you say como? Yo como con un tenedor? Is this correct? What do you think? You know better than me. In English, we say I write with a pencil, okay? I play with a ball. I play with a ball. So we can use with for objects, for things, for tools, okay? In English, we can use with for objects, things, tools, etc. This is correct. Some people are saying no, and some people are saying yes. So I don't know which thing is true. Um, okay, so that's how we use with. I I can call someone on my phone. We do say on, or I can call with my phone. Okay. I control my computer with a mouse. I control my computer with a mouse. With my mouse. I would probably say with my mouse. Okay. So, do you draw or do you create art? Are you an artist? Do you draw or paint? What do you think? I like to draw, but I don't know how to paint. I like these kind of pencils. Let's see. I like these kind of pencils. I have lots of pencils with lots of colors. With versus to. To in English is a destination or purpose. Destination or purpose. We don't have two. I think that's the only two things we use to for. So for instance, I went to school. This is destination. I went to school to learn. To learn is the purpose. Okay? So with is different. I went to school, destination, with my friends, together, to learn, purpose. Jesse, ¿cómo eso? In English, this is a boy, and this and this are girls. The name Jesse is the same as Isai in Spanish. Está bien. Todo está bien. It's all right. Sometimes there are boys with the name with some people name their boys Jessie, and some people name their girls Jesse, but it is not correct. So even in America, not everyone knows. Okay? But look, so it's like this. Jesse is masculine and Jessica is feminine. Okay? So you can see that Jessica has an I. And then they add the E to make the name short. And so then we get feminine. All right, now you know all about my name. I hope that someone will like to be a student and join us with the audio. That would be best. But let's go on. So we are learning how to do with. Okay, so do you prefer to write with a pen or a pencil? This is a kind of question that somebody might ask someone. Maybe they would ask their friend or their child when they are drawing. Okay, class, let's all draw. Who wants to use pens and who wants to use pencils? Of course, there are other things like markers. So we can have pens, pencils, and markers. Since most of the people in class today who are participating are more intermediate students, here is my colored pencil. Colored pencil. Here is my pen. And here is a marker. I think this is a dry erase marker to write on a dry erase board. And here is my dry erase board so that I can draw. I use this sometimes with my Chinese students where I can draw for them or explain something in a language. So I have lots of markers and pencils and pens with me, with together, okay? But I teach with a dry erase board. So these are the two ways. Hello, Kati. Kati? Kati Guevara. Hello. Welcome to class. Okay. Because I am a teacher, I have a whiteboard with me. This is with equals together. I teach grammar to my students with the whiteboard. This with equals use a tool or object. Okay? So this is how we're going to use with. Those are the two main ways to use with. I went to work without my phone. Oh no. This means not together. Not together. Or I forgot. I forgot my phone. I went to work without my phone. Oh no. What will I do? Should I go home or should I stay at work without my phone? What would you do? Would you go home to get your phone or would you stay at work? You can type to me in chat to practice your English, okay? What do you think? Try to type an answer in the chat so that I can interact with you. Okay. I will type the question. If you went to work without your phone, would you A, stay at work without your phone? Or B, go back home to get your phone? What would you do? Without is the same as seen. Okay, I'm not getting any typing in chat. Is everyone still here? Let's see. Reload. Ah, okay. Caroline says you would stay at work without your phone. Okay, very good. Practice. Say, I would stay at home without my phone. I would stay at work. I would stay at work without my phone. What if you were in the middle? What if you were in the middle? You were driving to work and you realized I left home without my phone. Would you return to your home or would you continue to work? Okay. Well, with our advanced class, it's going to be very difficult to have our advanced class without student participation. Oh, yes, that is a different situation. Very good, Carolina. Very good. Yes, I think I would go back if I was not yet at work. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So let's see. What can we do to put meat on the bones with just me talking to myself? Let's come down here and let's look at some of these expressions that are in the Peppa Pig video, okay? In the Peppa Pig video, we uh, we learned the expression not like this, okay? So that would be like if I was teaching someone about drawing, and like when I teach my children about drawing, I would say to my children, maybe they are drawing like this. And I would say, no, not like this. Not like this. You must hold your marker with your fingers. And when you hold your marker with your fingers, then you can draw. Okay? With. Hold the marker with the fingers, and then you can draw. Not like this. No, not like this. Like this. Like this. This is a way that we explain how to or how not to do something. How to or how not to do something. Yes, muy bien, Carlini. But it's an expression. It's an expression, and it means that we are giving an example. So when uh, cuando damos un ejemplo negativo, entonces usa not like this, okay? So with little children, we often do this because the little children, um, maybe they are supposed to be sitting in a chair and they're supposed to sit still. And they're not sitting still. They're going like this, like children do. And you say, not like this. And then you pretend to be a little child, not like this, like this. It is a way to explain. It's what we say while we are giving an example. Okay? And we can also use that's what you do. So if I show someone hold the marker like this, and then I draw a picture, and I say, see, that's what you do. We usually say, see, that's what you do. See, that's what you do. Okay. Then also, I want you to hear this one. Come back, come back. When you are watching the Peppa Pig video, you will see that Peppa is chasing. She is chasing her little brother, and he is running away. Ah! And she says, come back, come back. It is not a command like come, like we might say to our children, venga. It is not like that. So, it is more while chasing. Dice cuando está persiguiendo a alguien. That is hard for me to say. Okay, come back, come back. So I want you to think it is like a person is yelling, come back, because the person is trying to catch the other person, chasing, trying to catch. Okay. Now, another one that we covered in the intermediate class is the idea of take, okay? And in the intermediate class, you can watch the intermediate class, and we talk about the difference between take and bring, um, traer, and llegar, I think, um, are words like take, okay? So, this is different than with. I went to school with my children, okay? But we could also say, I take my children to school. I take my children to school, okay? I take my bags to the store, to the grocery store. Take. I take my phone to work with me. I work with my phone and take it with me everywhere. These are different expressions we can do. So the verb take can be a very important word. And I think it's a little bit hard sometimes for Spanish speakers to know which word to use. What is something that you take with you everywhere you go? What is something that you take with you everywhere you go? Yes, absolutely. I always take my shoes with me. Very good. That is absolutely true. We don't usually say that because we're usually wearing our shoes, but I will tell you this. My daughter often brings or often takes an extra pair of shoes with her. She likes to wear fancy shoes, but she can't play in them. You understand? My daughter often takes an extra pair of shoes with her. She likes to wear fancy shoes, but she can't play in them. So she has a bag, a unicorn bag. She likes unicorns a lot. And she can put her extra shoes in the bag. Then she can take those shoes with her. Very good. My wife usually takes My wife usually takes her purse with her. A purse. I don't know what a purse is in Spanish, but it is the woman's bag, a bolsa, or I don't know if there's a special word for purse. I don't have a purse. Well, although I do have a bag for men, because in Thailand, all the men have bags. All of the men have bags. They are like a purse. Okay. Bolso, bolso. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Since I do not have any students who want to be in audio with me today, and Achilles was busy, so he couldn't join, then I'm going to say good night. And thank you so much, Katya, and have a good night. And I do want to say that I want to remind you that on emitenglish.com we have these other services, okay? And so if you are practicing something and you think, oh, I need extra help, you can choose to use our micro tutoring to get specific help from the lessons.
¿Te preguntas cómo es la interacción con Emit? Te mostramos un ejemplo. Primero, envíanos un video de 10 segundos en inglés explicando qué deseas mejorar. Por ejemplo, frases, expresiones, gramática o lo que tú necesites.
Last Saturday, I went to a restaurant. The chicken was most expensive than the turkey.
Después, Emit responderá en un video de 30 segundos con correcciones específicas.
Last Saturday, I went to a restaurant. The chicken was more expensive than the turkey. Make sure that you listen for the last sound. Last Saturday, I went to a restaurant. The chicken was more expensive than the turkey. Turkey.
Aprovecha tu Emit al máximo practicando esta respuesta cuantas veces sea necesario. Incluso, te recomendamos grabarte en un selfie para que te compares con el video de Emit. Con estos sencillos pasos, verás una notable mejoría. Así de fácil, mejora rápidamente tu inglés con Emit.
Okay, that is our main service that we do, is micro tutoring. And that can work with any, yes, this class is over for today. Sí, Evelyn. Estamos terminando la clase. So our main service is micro tutoring. If you're studying English with any, in school or anywhere, micro tutoring can be a very good way to get help with homework or to get help with making sentences or with pronunciation without having to pay for a whole tutoring session. And then you have the video, so you can watch the video and you can record yourself practicing so that you can see if your mouth looks different, and you can listen to yourself, how you sound compared to the teacher, because the teacher will be helping you directly to make your English stronger. So If you ever want to do a micro tutoring from the free lessons that we give, we'll be glad to work with you, and you can do that on emitenglish.com. Thank you so much. It's been great. It's been very good working with you today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming to Emit English and to our free advanced class. Usually we have a student who participates with us, and that makes it more of a conversation, okay? So if you are watching or listening and you want to be the advanced student, please sign up for our free classes at emitenglish.com. And hasta luego. Ciao. See you next time. Goodbye. Have a good night.